my name is Rust, and welcome to this video, and today we're going to be doing an FMR 5 tutorial for extruding. Now, FMR 5 is, if you do not know, it is a Minecraft rig made by Frost, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description along with the download of this rig. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to extrude. Now, if you don't know what extruding is basically where you take each pixel from a person's render and you extrude it outwards or inwards or however you want in order to make it kind of more unique and better looking, in my opinion. Now, extruding can be done in a few ways, but I'm going to be showing you my way. And my way, if you guys are looking for making models, like extruded models, where you have like the eyes and the mouth and stuff, like the movable eyes, the movable mouth, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. You might have to find another tutorial for that, because I do not cover that. I just cover extruding without that, just with the normal skin. And yeah, let's get into it. So first, I usually just go to my presets. You can go here by going to Objects, going to the Content Browser, and then you can look up how to put in FMR 5 yourself. It should be in the tutorial video in the description below. But open up FMR 5 by double-clicking, and FMR 5 will pop up. And we're going to be using It's Austin for our skin today, because I'm going to make him a banner, a little fan banner, just because I feel like it. So, let's just name this Austin. Sure, why not? Alright, so, the main thing that you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to disable all these. You're going to go down, and you'll see like right eye, left eye, mouth, pupils, eyebrows, and teeth. You want to take these all off. And it's going to end up like this. And the reason you want to take this off is because we're not going to be doing like the super nice eyes and stuff. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing the regular extruding, and in my opinion, that looks a lot better. Now, there are a few bugs to this, so I just want to tell you that right now. There's going to be a few bugs, and I'm going to tell you them along the way. I can probably tell you them now, but I'm probably going to wait until we actually have an example for me to show you. And yeah, so one of the main bugs that ends up occurring, which I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, when you're extruding the body part, like this part right here, the cape is not going to show up. Like if you try and enable the cape again, it's not going to work. And if you try and disable the cape around that time, it's not going to work either. I'm not really sure why that happens. It just does. It's just a little bug that I don't really know how to fix. So if you want a cape, enable it before you do the extruding on the body. No, you can, since we're going to be doing the head first, if you just extruded the head and you forgot, you can still do it, you still have a chance, but once you've extruded this body part, you're not going back and you're not going to be able to get a cape. Sorry, but that's basically how it is. Just a little fair warning. So I'm gonna get the skin for It's Austin. I have it in another folder. I'm blurring this out, or blocking this out, because it's like my personal stuff. Where is it? Here it is. And then where is it? Aha, Austin. Okay. Just a little tip. This does have to be a 64 by 64 skin. If you don't know how to convert your skins, there, I think in the download link for FMR 5, there's going to be a skin converter sheet type application. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. There's like kids outside playing. I don't really know. And yeah, that's basically, you gotta have a 1.8 skin, 64 by 64 skin. Basically, that's how you do it. And so yeah, here's It's Austin, his little skin. The first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go over to this tab over here. There's two tabs. There's the Objects, Content Browser, and Structure. You're probably never gonna use the Structure tab unless you're like, I don't know, you're doing something else. I never use it. Content Browser is like with your presets and stuff. That's for another tutorial or something. If you guys want more, I might supply you with more. Yeah, there's a second one that has attributes, which is like the main user data, or the main stuff. You're probably going to be using this a lot. I mean, you're going to be using this a lot for extruding. Alright, this is going to be like the extruding tab too. and there's also layers tab. So go to layers. Now this is the only, I think you're probably going to use this twice throughout the entire time we're doing this. Go over to body, and you're going to see a little black, what's it called? A black locked symbol. Just click that and it's going to unlock the body, and you will be able to extrude to your own will. So now that everything here is unlocked, we're not going to really do anything yet. We're just going to extrude the head. Now the head is probably the most tedious part. And the reason I say this is because with the head, you can't just like click the head. Like, it does this, alright? It does some weird thing, and I'm gonna show you how to fix that right now. So what you're gonna do is and this is also the reason why we can't do the customize, like the cool eyes and stuff, is because what I'm about to do kind of disables that, but it allows you to extrude the head in any way you want. So you're gonna go to head, and you're going to click that little checkbox there, and it's going to bring all these options down. Now, don't pay attention to what all these mean. You don't really need to yet. You're probably going to need to pay attention to the mesh part when I get to that. But the head part, all you need to pay attention to is with this extrude underscore mesh head with a capital H, you're going to want to unclick. You're going to click once, I think. Yeah, you're going to click once on this on this little red dot, and it's going to turn like blank. Yeah, you're just going to click once, and then you can minimize the head again. And then you can click on the head, and in order to start extruding, you're going to want to go to the polygon tab. Now there's a few tabs over here. There's like this tab, it's like a little block, and the one that you're going to want to use for extruding is called the polygon tab. So go to the polygon tab where you use polygons, and there you are. You're at like the main thing that we're going to be extruding for. Now since this guy has hair, I have a little way that I do my hair. I do my hair in a specific fashion that not many people do it. So I'm going to show you a few things, a few tricks with the hair to make it look pretty nice. In order to start selecting it, we're only going to select the hair right now. So what you have to do, click this thing over here. It's going to be called live selection. If you do not have this and you have it to something like this, just hold down. Click, hold down, and then drag your mouse over to live selection, and you're going to release your mouse button, and it's going to pull up this live selection tool. And this is basically, you can select anything you want. However, it stops. Like, you can't really continue and then click somewhere else. It stops. That's why you got to hold the shift button. If you hold the shift button, you're going to be able to do this the entire way through, and you're going to easily just select whatever you want. And let's say you mess up and you're like, oh snap, we accidentally just like selected these parts. It's alright. Hold down the control button and it does the exact opposite. It deselects it. So don't worry about that if you mess up. It's pretty simple. You don't have to start over. It's just that easy. So we're gonna select all the head, and it's a little glitchy because the head, I don't know why, the head seems to be like the glitchiest part, and it's probably the most tedious part in my opinion. So we're just gonna finish doing this, and yeah. Extruding can be time consuming depending on what type of skin you're doing. For me, I personally, when I went through my extruding, when I was doing my extruding for like the first or second time, I came across a few bugs. Not really bugs, but things that I just think are not nice looking. For example, I'm about to show you something here that is probably going to save a lot of your time. So let's, I'm going to show you how to start extruding the head. Now that you've selected all of the hair, we're going to press the D key on your keyboard. And this is going to send you to the extrude tool. And what you're going to do is, you're going to see this bar over here in the attributes tab. It's going to say extrude, options, tools. Don't worry about any of this, alright? You just have to worry about the maximum angle and the offset. Now, maximum angle can stay at 89. He puts it at 91, which, I mean, it works too, but personally, like, I do 91 a lot of the time, but sometimes I just do not really care. So, 91, 89, both work perfectly fine for the degrees on the maximum angle. Now the offset, this is really where you gotta start thinking. It takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what looks best on a skin. Now, let's just, if you want to add like somewhat alright hair, like just regular hair, you're gonna want to use an offset of 1. It'll look pretty nice. Control Z to go back. Let's say we wanted to have really short hair. That could also work, but it doesn't look that good. Or if you wanted to have like really bulky hair, you could do 2, but like I only do this for like Snippy's banner, and that's like the only one I've done it for. So we're just gonna go for 1. Now you're just gonna put in 1 and then hit enter, and that's how you do it. Now you're gonna see it looks a little bizarre on the sides. Like you see how this thing is kind of like going down and stuff. It looks weird. It looks weird in my opinion. I don't like it. It's something that I just do not like seeing. So I'm gonna be showing you what causes this and how to fix it. So basically, what this is trying to do, what the extruding thing's trying to do, is it's trying to connect this side to, or this corner of the object to this corner of the object, and these two are connected, right? These two are connected. They're trying to connect like these two. However, this thing is blocking its way, so this corner has to connect to this corner in order for it to be extruded. So I figured out a pretty easy way to solve this. What you're going to do, and this does it for both of these sides, as you could probably see, both of those sides it does it for. So we're just going to do it for both of these sides. Let's go back with Control Z. Now watch this. If we deselect the bottom part by holding Control and pressing the left mouse button on those two parts, hold on, live selection. There you go. All right. Now that we've done that, and you extrude it, let's just extrude it to 1 again. As you can see, it did not do that, and that's because this was not selected. Now, as you can see, it looks kind of weird still, so we're just going to reselect these, and it should work perfectly fine. Let's go and extrude it. Boom. Looks a lot better, in my opinion. It doesn't have that weird kind of connecting type thing. Just do it one at a time. That's basically what I do, and personally, in my opinion, it looks best. Best like this. Now, we're going to now do the rest of the hair, because the rest of the hair, it's a pretty simple process. You don't really have to do anything else. Just take your live selection brush, and you're gonna go and make like random patches. You're gonna make random patches. Now, obviously, it's Austin has like a hoodie, so if your skin has like a hoodie that goes over their head, you might not need to do this, but I'm just doing this like for people that really want to just see how I do my hair. This is basically how I do it. Is just like making random splashes on the back of their head. That's basically what I do. It's really simple. Just a little simple extruding can go a long way, and that's what I really like about this. And we're gonna do the top of the head too. Just kind of take it, just go around. Just do whatever you need to. And do that. Oops, there we go. And I think this should be good. All right, cool. Now, actually, let's get rid of this one just in case we don't want it to kind of glitch out again. Yeah, now that we have that, we're gonna do the front of the face. Since the front of the face is the main thing that's going to be showing, we want to make it look good. So we're just going to select the parts that we believe are going to be most noticeable in the extrusion process. That seems about good. So we're going to hit D key, and these, I guess we can extrude it to 1. I don't really see a problem with it. I mean, it has some hard extrusions. If you do not like hard extrusions, which quite honestly, I don't mind it, but if you do not like hard extrusions, I would recommend going in for something sort of like, here, let's try 0.5. If you don't like hard extrusions and you want something a little bit lighter, 0.5, actually this looks a lot better. So we're just going to go with 0.5 for this. That's like the little bumps in the hair extrusion, and it looks a lot better in my opinion. Just looks a lot better. Yeah, so we're going to select the hat now. Now, remember how I was saying the cape? If once you extruded the cape, it kind of glitches out. That's kind of the same for the hat portion. I'm not really sure the specifics on that. I'm pretty sure it has to go with the body too. But you can select the hat portion before you start the body. Just be careful. Make sure you have all these like layers that you want. Make sure that the character you're doing does not have any layers, or if it does, just go ahead and do those before you even start the body, because it's gonna save you a lot of time. And now we're just going to extrude the hat. Now, since the hat kind of goes under too, we don't have to do this, but I'm just going to because it works a lot better for me. We're going to take the hat and we're just going to move it out here. Don't worry, we can fix this later. We're just going to go out here and we're going to use it as like a little, you know, it's just going to be a little thing. So I'm not going to extrude the hat too much just to not waste some time. We're just going to go through with the parts that really need it, like these corners and stuff and the outline on the back. Personally, this does look best for this guy's hoodie at least. And then I guess we can do the bottom one too. Why not? Let's just do it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna set this to 1. 1 looks about best for this. I don't know why that didn't. I don't know why that didn't select. But 1 looks about best for this. It looks pretty nice. It takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what looks best for the extruding process, what looks best in general. And if you want to move this back into your position, you don't have to like check to see which is like what looks best. Just go here and the position tab down here, go to the Z coordinates, which you're going to see actually changes whenever we move it around. We're going to set this to 0 centimeters and it's going to put it back into its place. So like that. Now for the extruding of the body. Now, since the cape is here, we're not going to be extruding the back of the hoodie, just the front. And I don't know how long we are for the recording right now, probably pretty far. So this might be a long tutorial depending on what I'm doing. Yeah, so let's take the body. Let's take the body for example. Now we want to get around these sides, but the arms are blocking them off. How do we fix this? Well, you're going to open up your little guy, and you're going to go to the mesh tab, open up with a little plus sign here, and you're going to see that we've selected mesh body. And the 2 arms are mesh arm R and mesh arm L, and that basically means arm right and arm left, the left arm and the right arm. And what you're going to want to do is when we're doing the arms, and we want to get like beside the arms and stuff like that, we can't because the body's in the way. We're just gonna have to we're gonna do that simple thing where we take these little dots over here, these little dots. See how these are green? We're gonna take the little dot on the body that's blocking the way, take the top one, click it twice until it's red, and it'll disappear temporarily. And that's gonna give us some space to do the entire arms. However, unfortunately, the arms do not do this. When you try to do that, nothing happens. It just stays green, it's locked into place. So how do we do it then? It's actually more simple than you think. Select both the right arm and the left arm, hit Control X, and you basically just cut the arms out temporarily. Do not copy and paste anything else until you've pasted the arms back, which I don't think you're going to need to. Just try and avoid copying and pasting anything while these arms are on your clipboard, because they might get deleted. So we're just going to extrude the body. Like I said, take some practice to figure out what looks best. I like to extrude the shirt. I like to extrude like the shirt and everything first. And I like to have this. I like to not even deal with the skin. Just like extrude the shirt first. That's basically what I do each time. Obviously this is a lot quicker. This usually goes a lot quicker, but I'm teaching you guys, so I'm going at a pretty slow pace so that you guys that are beginners with Cinema 4D might understand this a little bit better. So we're going to select the stripes now. I like to have the stripes and this. Whoa. Okay. Here's a little thing too. if you miss any spots, they'll be quite easy to find. Just for example, this little spot right here, we missed it. So in order to do this, just go back, you're going to select it again, and then boom, there you go. Easy as that. Select the, what's it called, the, we're going to select the stripes and everything again, and also this little hoodie things, I can't remember what they're called. We're going to want these extruded too. And we're basically, let me tell you a little thing about extruding. So when you extrude something, it's not going to save wherever you last extruded it. See how we have, like, how these are already extruded at 1? Well, if we press D and we see again, it's not going to be extruding like +1. It's going to say extrude from where you last extruded. And so we extruded at 1. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I think we extruded some of the bottom parts last time. But you know what? Whatever. This is for a little tutorial. We don't really have to worry about that. So yeah, so that's basically the little thing that we're going to be talking about here, is that it's going to be adding on to whatever you're doing. You're not going to be like, oh, we're going to extrude this 2. You're just, like, let's say you already extruded 1 time. If you extrude 2, it's going to extrude up to 3, not 2. And that's because you're saying 1 layer plus 2. It's a little complicated, but honestly, it's just some mental work, and you'll understand it eventually once you've done this a few times. Sorry if I'm not good at explaining stuff. I'm trying to explain the best I can, but I'm not that good at explaining stuff, especially when it comes to this, like, when it comes to like extruding teaching. Like, I haven't done this before, so I'm a little rusty with doing this. I've never done this before, so tell me how I'm doing. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. I'm not really sure what to teach you guys. I'm trying to teach you guys everything that I know about extruding. It's a little difficult though. Alright, so now that we have this body done, we want the arms back, right? Just hit Control V on your keyboard and the arms are back, but they're going to be out here. You want to drag them into the mesh column, and boom, there you go. So let's say we want to extrude the arms now. So we're going to extrude the arms. Same process. I'm going to speed this up so that the video isn't extremely long. And yeah, and also, here's what I was talking about earlier. If you want to remove the body temporarily, take the little dots over here, click twice until it's red, and boom, disappears. And we're going to be doing these for the legs too, but I'm just going to really quickly do the arms. Be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished the arms. If you want to bring the body back to normal, go over here and then click it once and it's going to go back to the default. Pretty simple. Alright, so now that we're done with the arms and the body, we just have to do the legs and we will be basically done. So with the legs, let's say we want to do this leg. We're going to take the right leg, we're going to do that same thing, we're going to temporarily disable it. And remember, the copy and pasting, that was only for the arms because it wouldn't let us. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this leg. Alright guys, we are almost done with the extruding tutorial. We just have one more thing we need to talk about, and then you will be done. So you're going to minimize all these tabs again. We do not need them, and you have your little guy right here. Now you're going to go to layers, and we're going to go over back to the body. This is the last time we're going to use it. Use this layers tab. We're going to go over to body and uncheck this checkbox right here, and it's going to set it to locked again. And basically, we cannot edit these parts anymore. They are back in locked mode. And that's basically it. And now we can move our character around as freely as we want. The extrusions look nice, and if you want to add a custom cape, I'm not a huge fan of making custom capes, so I just like taking whatever color they prefer and like dragging it on there, just making a new material or something. I don't know, that's usually what I do. But yeah, guys, that is the not the custom, but the extrusions tutorial for FMR 5.0. All like everything goes to Frost. He is awesome for making this rig. It's so amazing. But go check it out, go download it, do this tutorial, and make yourself some amazing graphics. Because this, hopefully this helped. Tell me if this helped in the comment section below. Share this video if you want others to see it. If you want others to do well in graphics too. It would be awesome if you guys got other people to check this out too, because I want to help people out. I want to show people how I do my extrusions, and I want you guys to share this video out and just kind of show people that I want to be giving. I don't want to keep my skills to myself. I want to show you guys how I do this stuff, so that you guys can adapt whenever I do decide to quit, if I do end up quitting. So yeah, that's basically how I do it. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Rust. Thank you guys on 200 subscribers. And yeah, peace.